Okay, so everything ready to roll. Let me check all my stats of the system, see if it's working now. Yeah, just let me make sure it's working. I don't want it to fail again. Okay, test. Looks okay. Hi. Let me make sure I can check out the chats. Okay, so network is stable now. Cool, so anyway, let's try to unbox this keyboard first. Yeah, basically today we're going to build this forever. Yeah, it's basically in Chinese, it's called 永远的永. That means forever. Okay, unbox first. So basically for me, I got both extra plate and extra PCB. So we got a PCB, I tested, and I'm going to use the POM plate today. So the POM plate layout this time is 7U. Actually, like, you cannot really choose universal layout. You can either do 7U or 6.25U. And plate form. Now the question is, should I use that? I think probably using that will give like a sulky sound. Hey, OG. So this is the carbon fiber plate. You can see it's pretty stiff. It doesn't really give a lot of flex versus POM, very flex. PCB look nice, not made with Kiss ID. Yeah. So if you really look at the PCB, you can see all the routing. Looks super cool. So I only got two. One is the carbon fiber and the other is POM. And with additional plate and PCB, you will get another plate form as well. So another PCB. Yeah. So that's the top of the box. I think this is a great box. Consider they know like you can only get maximum as 2. Okay, so this is the top layer. Now it's the bottom layer. Interesting. It's custom cut form. We don't need that anymore. So today we're going to use the PCB here, the POM plate here, and also the plate form. And tested the PCB already, so save some time. So we got some POM gasket. I think the POM gasket is like 2mm or 2.5. Yeah, cannot really tell. And how much squish it gives. Yeah, I think it's not like very squishy, but not very stiff because it's POM. It's not like silicone gasket. And we have some bump on and the screws that we're going to use because they are hex. I like hex. And the daughterboard. So I tested this daughterboard as well. So the next piece is the keyboard itself. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, actually I already unboxed that, so I have the photo, but just assume this is the first time we unbox again. I mean, not the first time again, but first time. So the navy forever. Okay, I need to see what the reflection can give. So the badge is stainless steel, polished, and you can see we have back plate, the weight, all in stainless steel. I think navy with stainless steel is such a cool combo. Yeah, I wish they have like the black and brass. That's another timeless combo, but this is definitely looking good. So how heavy it is? Yeah, let me bring the weight. Yeah, let's test the build weight with that. So let me move out. Okay, so the question is I need to weight this, but shouldn't be on the desk mat. Yeah, the desk mat definitely like gives something strange. Yeah, because it gives some form. But let's assume like we just need some relative number. We don't really need. So it's about 1200 gram. Basically, it's equals to. Oh, interesting. Just keep changing. Okay, I guess it's probably not easy to weight without the like desk mat off. Yeah, probably let's give up weighting this one. Yeah, I bet DB already measured that on his stream. So that's not the focus of this stream. We're going to build this one, and unluckily I didn't get successfully using millmax socket on this. This is a pretty small like switch hole, so that means like I cannot use millmax socket. Have to build the board, need to commit that. Okay, so originally it will be the Phillips screw, and we're going to use the extra screws. So let's put the bump on first. Yeah, finally I need to solder one of my boards. When is that happening last time? Yeah, I think the last time it happened is the original Holy Panda brass plate build. I built with my kickout. Oh no, that's not the first one. I think it's another Holy Panda build. The other Holy Panda built with aluminum plate on Meridian. Yeah, I think for Holy Panda, because they are 3-pin, I feel more secure to do the solder build. But also, I'm trying to millmax the PCB of Meridian so I can test other PCB. But for this one, we need to commit. Okay, let's try to open it up. Well, why do I need to open up now? Actually, I don't need. Yeah, for now, let's just try to put it aside and work on the stabilizers. Okay, I will just put it here, and if you want to take a closer look, if you join the stream later, you can let me know. Yeah, it's so hot these days. Definitely being some like heat wave around. Okay, so basically what we are going to use tonight as the stabilizers are the Everglide V2. And we're going to use the split backspace and normal right shift. Actually, not normal, but like regular left shift and normal left shift and smaller because it's 65%, so it's always small. Actually, can you imagine this is like my first, not first. Yeah, I think my first 65% is Vega, but since I have some group I sold my other Vega. But this is probably the 65% keyboard I will keep for a while. Yeah, I have plenty of 65% coming, so they will be different. 粽子王 Yes. My first name is actually not Zonz, but my nickname is Zonz. My last name is Wang. So that's my ID from my childhood. Like my nickname from childhood is Zonz. Yeah. Did you eat Zonz the past weekend? I actually bought some, but I haven't eaten because I feel like they are super easy to do. So I end up just like waiting until some days that I don't want to cook. What kind of zones do you like? The meat one or the non-meat one? Will that cause fight? Okay, so lubing stabilizers, we are going to go Krytox 205G0 on the wire. No, sorry, on the stem and housing. Sue one and meat ones, so you love both? Nice. I actually like grow up eating the meat ones, and I always hate the regular ones with like, you know, you have to dip the sugar. So I feel like if Zonz itself has to dip something, definitely feels not right. But the truth is, like, it definitely satisfies more people's need. If they want sweeter, they can go a little bit more sugar. If they want just like not that sweet, they can go less. So I think that's definitely good for variety of taste. But I didn't realize until now. Yeah, I like the meat all the time. Hey, so the Forever 65. Okay, I need to close this. Yeah, basically this is the board that I entered a group buy for the past half year, and finally it delivered. To be honest, this is probably the quickest group buy other than the injection mold Kara. But actually, for you, Miss Frosty, your Kara still hasn't shipped, so it's still like slower than this CNC machine and anodized chunky keyboard. So definitely I would say this is probably the best quickest GB I have ever entered. Not one of it, it's the quickest one. Thanks DB. You did fantastic job to delivering a good keyboard. So who can guess which one is this spacebar while? 7U or 6.25U? (7U). How do you guess? What's your reference there? Yeah, if you compare to this keyboard, that's the one. 7U, it is, you're right. Because the blocker? There's no blocker. Where's the blocker? This blocker? So 65% with blocker, you can go both bottom rollout, like layout. 6 to 5 or 7, both okay. Only if you have like the left blocker. You're lucky, yes, you're lucky. Yeah, actually, like I cannot really choose because of the plate is fixed. No one would do 625. No, 625 is sometimes working because if you want to use better spacebar, sometimes the 7U spacebar could be warped. And this plate has fixed bottom layout, so it's 7U only. That's why it gives me less chance to fail. Okay, so the next one is the wild using daughterboard. So I have a new client, which I will build a keyboard that I haven't heard about. It's called LZCLS. I have no idea what that board is, but when I look up on Google, it was for that like group byte during 2017. So it's pretty old keyboard. Dragon Ball Loop sucks. Have you tried? Or you just like heard about that? I definitely don't like applying them because it's so thick, and if you just like touch it, your finger will definitely be full of the dragon ball. And unluckily, if you have some wrong direction, you better like kind of give up then redo. So this is Everglide V2. Hopefully I won't it won't have white popping out issue. You can easily flip the stem. I don't know how that could even happen. Okay, the switch we are using tonight is not the most exciting ones. It's just the general JWK Linear in Soho colorway. The reason being, like, I know this keyboard I need to solder, and I didn't really have planned switches for solder build yet. Like, all my switches are either going to hot swap build or millmax build. I'll go to clients build, which I don't want to kind of ruin the switches if I solder and desolder. So I have to use some switches I'm just like willing to use without losing the availability. And JWK switches having the most availability among any other switches, given the variety. Well, you can say maybe Cherry MX, yes, but I'm just afraid of like the mode getting worse and the Hyperglide getting worse. So I want to keep my Hyperglide and use for my build for the hot swap. 端午节英文 yes. Yeah, I will see. I don't know if this will be the good fit because look at this forever. It looks pretty deep blue, the navy, deep navy, and the classic blue is a little bit lighter, brighter blue. So not sure if that's a good match, but anyway, I think that's a good classic blue, good for any board. So I probably just open it up, and if not working on this board, I can use on other boards. Yeah, Zonzi is my nickname. And fun fact, that was also the promo code that can use on my affiliate links. So I should just do the 端午节 promo so people can spread that out. I definitely missed that chance. Yeah, I just don't know if I should get another GMK set, but I feel like if Forever 65 is shipping, that may be some signal that I should get a new keycap set with a blue color. So that's my hint to get a new set. How are you doing this week? Like, do you guys have Friday off? I think our company has Friday off for the June 19th. For me, it's before time to go home. So once you go home, maybe if you check out the stream again, I'm still building. Or maybe it will be in the typing test time. Yeah, I wish like this keyboard can do millmax. So I always just like millmax off stream. Then when I do the build stream, I don't need to solder. Because solder is like hot. I won't say stressful, but I just need to change the setup for the stream. Like need to move out the keycaps, keyboard, and do a lot of additional things. So that's actually the red Model 3. I don't have enough money for the Model S. That's too much. And the newer one is even crazy, right? I think the newer one can go 0 to 60 under 2 seconds, but also costs like 130 grand. That's like crazy amount of money to spend on a car. Yeah, weather is getting so hot. I feel like I don't really have a good way of getting cooling unless I just jump in my car and turn on AC, because I don't think we have any AC here. Just a couple keyboard, or maybe a box of bongo. And also my keyboard doesn't really work that much. It's not like or the vintage board, like not vintage, but maybe the latest hot board, like Jane V2 CE, something like that. Yeah, I don't have the normal boards. I think this board is probably the most expensive one I entered for the group buy. Yeah, some in-stock board doesn't count. Yeah, I just don't know, like, why do you need that fast? Especially if you go like 50,000 more to get faster, but you get much less range. You probably spend less than 1 of million like chances every time you accelerate to go that full speed. So that's definitely a cooler thing, that if you have just extra 50,000, then you can spend on that, but otherwise I don't think it's worth buying. It's definitely the meme. But I can see if I'm getting to the market of a truck, I might buy the Cybertruck. I don't know why, I just feel like it's cool. You're right, yeah. I actually at first regret not buying the like sports model, but later I feel like I'm not going that fast anyway, and most of the time I'm just like going longer and anxious about my range. So I actually went the longest range model. It's not even like the AWD, it's the long range version. It's just like the RWD version, but it definitely gave me more range, which is what I need for 99% of the time. Yeah, so far the best I could drive is a one-day trip to Vegas from here. I think that's enough. I'm not going to do some like 3-day road trip from East Coast to like West Coast. I think travel between the city in one day is pretty good enough. But I don't see like I'm buying another non-electric cars. I feel like I'm spoiled by this already. The next one has to be better. If not better, I don't think like it will be non-Tesla. Oh, so at home if you get to the 220 or 240 volt charger, then basically like the whole night you can charge the whole car without a problem. Like I'm getting 20 to 25 miles per hour. I think it's like around average 25, and for the whole night you can definitely like charge the whole car. You want a Cybertruck? I'm also thinking about that. I just found out I cannot really park my Cybertruck in my garage, so that's not going to happen now. Okay, let's test the stabilizers. So first, let's try to test that without the plate. So we can rule out the plate effect. Just test how the stabilizers works. How's the electric bill just for the car, do you know? Yeah, I tried, check that. It's really just like $50 more per month for me. And like the same driving pattern, it cost me $200 or $300 on the gas. So it's around like maybe 1/4 of the spending for the driving. But yeah, I didn't drive a lot. Okay, so the keycaps. What keycaps are we trying? Okay, let's just use the keycaps here. Not a huge deal, huh? Yeah, definitely not bad. I am like saving a lot of money per year. So compared to what I spend on the other car, definitely like take a lot of money from my bill. But at the end of the day, you're not saving in overall because like the Tesla is still expensive. But if you're already buying luxury car, it's probably similar. And also it's good for environment. You spend 10 to 15 bucks a day in gas. Yeah, it's about similar. I have like 20 days on the working, so like $15 each. Yeah, it's about like $300 a month. So with that driving pattern, I basically can achieve like 60 to 70 on the electric bill after I convert to this car. Model wise, good. If you go the base model, it's like around 30,000, right? So it's really just a BMW car price. I mean the base model. Okay, no ticking. Yeah, no rattling. Yeah, I think among all the cars, the only thing I can recommend now is definitely Tesla. But also depends on if you have the infrastructure at home to charge, because if you don't have, it will be really hard. Like I used to live in an apartment, but right next to my apartment there's charging station, so I sometimes just charging overnight. And it was a good place. Like not a lot of places you have charging station with 20 miles per hour charge rate and really reasonable amount of like fare. So I'm definitely glad I get a chance to try out the car with that. Then I can commit to like upgrade my electricity system to the 240 volt. So that's definitely an investment. I think it cost me like some $1,000. Yeah, don't judge me. I know people could like go just like $100 to get that routing. But for me, my garage is super far away from my electric panel, and also my electric system is so old they have to upgrade the whole system to the 200 amp system. So basically did all that to make it work for me. I think the big area traffic going back to normal nowadays. I definitely see sometimes it's getting like jammed. I have no doubt people are going back normal nowadays since California is fully open. Cool, so we are going to put this board together with the foam. So I chose the non-flat rate tier. I'm choosing the tier that like will go lower during the night. So that's actually called electric car program, something like that. It optimized for charging at night. But you remind me, I shouldn't go do that like during the quarantine time because I didn't really do charge anyway. So stupid me. Yeah, I did the whole quarantine time using that charge plan, but still not charging my car. Okay, it's almost end of the quarantine, so not quarantine, but like the COVID. So it's too late. But yeah, I like the pricing of that. Basically, what you get is really reasonable pricing for your car charging. Maybe a little bit higher on your normal day usage, but definitely if you know the plan. I don't recall the number, but you know what? Sometimes the supercharging is about just like as twice as what you can charge at home. So sometimes I need some juice, I just go to the supercharge station nearby rather than staying at home to charge, because I have to charge at home and at night only, and during the day it's basically expensive as charging the supercharge station. But yeah, electricity bill is pretty expensive overall. I feel like I'm spending in total $300 every month on the electric and gas. I don't know what caused that, but it's really cold here, so every night we still run gas for the heater. Yeah, I don't think you can imagine that's still going on during the summer, but that's what happened here. Summer in California, I would say summer in San Bruno is definitely not summer in other place. Sometimes during the nights it's like 50 or even 40, so we need heat. Yeah, it's really strange. During the summer it's still so cold, but yeah, these days are getting better or getting like warmer. So yesterday I went out to meet the teammates of my team for the first time. I actually never met them in person, so finally we met together, and it was also maybe the time I haven't met for people who I know for a long time. Finally know some people. This POM plate is good. Like all the switches are clipped in or snapped in very well. Sometimes like you got some POM plate and it's hard to get snapped in, and also it's very easy to pop in other switches. And this one doesn't do any of those. That's why sometimes I really like the stock plate, just because how they are really well designed and QC'd. And aftermarket plates sometimes don't really go the same standard. But I also like how you can always cut FR4 plate, no matter what. It came with the POM plate, yes. I won't say it came with. I bought the extra plate, and you can choose the base kit with carbon fiber plate or POM plate, and you can choose the extra. So I got both the POM and the carbon fiber from the base and the extra. So this POM is the white POM, and you can see there is no key on the right top corner. The reason being we have our forever ladder here, and I'm not sure if our plate foam will stop us from using the gasket, but yeah, looks like not bad. You only have the carbon fiber one. Actually, I don't remember if you can choose the base kit for carbon fiber or POM. But yeah, I definitely know like you can choose one or the other, and you have to choose the layout as well. Not the Durock POM. So the Durock POM will be in next build. I changed my build plan. I always change the plan, right? Yeah, things could change so dramatically before or between the stream. And because this is hot swap, this is not hot swap, or this cannot even do millmax, I decided not to go the Durock POM because I have other usage of Durock POM. I'd rather use some switches I have plenty, so I can use that as my, like golden standard to compare. Yeah, I also typed these switches I'll use these switches for a little bit, so they should be in a good shape. Meaning the switches are all working, and also there's no overlooped or underlooped switches. Cool, we got the switches in, and with this layout we're going to use like around 66 switches if you want to count. I mean, usually you don't really need to count because you just get 70 and try to use as much as needed. Stream is holding up okay today, huh? Yeah, it was really just some unlucky thing happening the last few times. It went south somehow. I have no idea what happened. Okay, so we're going to solder and not need this chunky boy around. And also we don't need our forever, we will put it somewhere. And solder together. Oh, sorry. And I'm going to turn on the noise cancellation. What? It was always on? My bad. So that means the typing sound test last time or the time before were not the best because they turned on noise cancellation. That was like a bad thing for the previous stream audience, not for you guys. I mean, you probably are my audience for previous stream. But yeah, to be honest, if there's no noise, it's not that bad. The noise cancellation usually cancel noise, not the keyboard. I try to set that up. But still, it's not like the perfect. I'd rather not having noise cancellation. Yeah, I should invest some time to figure out how to switch noise cancellation or not based on some key shortcut so I can map my macro on that. But also there's no indication of your noise cancellation is on or not. Yeah, the UI should show you that. If it doesn't show you, you have no idea, right? So that's basically the bad UI. I don't blame myself. Like, who will blame yourself, right? You always blame other people. But at least we know this time, and if you find out I didn't turn off the noise cancellation on the stream later, let me know. And if you cannot really tell, that's fine. Okay, but anyway, like after the stream I always record some typing test for the keyboard. So for client or for myself, I still have a better understanding of that keyboard can sound. So the stream is one thing, the typing test video is another thing. Okay, let's go to corner first. I think it's pretty tight. There's no wiggle room. Fixed plate is nice because I have no chance to make the layout bad for the lazy people. But still, I'd like to have a universal plate. in case if I want to switch to other bottom row. But I guess once you go to 7U, you cannot go back, so it's fine, right? I really like how this PCB looks. Looks very unique. Does it look like a metal, like patina or something? Yeah, I don't remember. I remember this one WOBA PCB looked like this. Yeah, keep using the new cool design of the PCB. And try not to use the green ones as prototype. By the way, I'm still waiting for Jackie to confirm what the final design of Piggy's PCB is. I think he's definitely busy with other blue and pink bear. They are like the highest priority right now. I cannot wait to see the blue bear outward. Yeah, I'm building with 7U. So when you order this keyboard, you have to choose the plate it comes. So either 62.5U or 7U. So once you choose, you have no way to build other configuration. And for 7U, the bottom row is 1.5, 1U, 1.5, 7U, and 1.5. So you can use a lot of like larger keys that you use more often. But from functional wise, they are pretty much the same. I never use the right mods. I only use them as like arrow keys on 60%. But for 65%, I have the arrow keys. So the right mods on the spacebar, I don't really use them. So for me, it's basically the same functional wise. But 7U definitely looks cooler. But there's no discrimination here. So if you go 6 to 5U, you're okay. 7U just for the cool buy. And also for any blocker UI layout, I will always go split backspace because I'm already one key short. I need to get that one key back. This PCB is pretty easy to solder with. Sometimes the bad PCB, you definitely need like additional reflow to get a nice joint. But this one, I feel like very easy to get a nice joint. Okay, get one missing pin, not missing but empty. anyone enter the raffle of the Bungo Frog this afternoon. I don't think they had announcement. But even they don't have announcement, I still don't win. The odds were so low. Yeah, I'm trying to see like if I enter all the artisan raffle every week and only stop when I got the Bungo. How much money will I spend at the end? Just hypothetical, because I don't think I have that deep wallet to do that. Okay, I think I need to loop my Durock POM tonight, so I can build this carbon fiber plate the other time. And also I need to record the sound typing sound test of Piggy with Durock POM as well. So that will be my last one, then after that, the Piggy should be good to go. So all depends on I loop the switches. I'm really lazy. I think I'm getting back to the normal schedule of like looping the switches. I'm already live for an hour, and I think probably we can finish everything under an hour and a half, as long as we don't hit any hiccup for the build process. I think it should be fairly easy, given this is normal gasket without any complex components internally. Yeah, but we will see once we open up. So what are the newest switches that I haven't tried before? I'm trying to see if there's any like new switches worth getting. Like, do you guys see any interesting switches? Okay, let me turn off the noise cancellation so we'll see this is actually turned off. Is the fan noise coming back? Yeah, if it is, then my noise cancellation is off. Cool, let me test the PCB with the daughterboard. Yeah, back to my question. What are the latest interesting switches you're looking forward to? Either getting yourself or maybe worth me trying out. Okay, solder is secured and change the key maps. Love your OA. Yeah, so I will be build the, what's that board called again? The LZCLS with OA switches as well. So I will have another chance to give a test of OA. Okay, let me clean my hands, wash my hand. Yeah, be right back. Yo, I'm coming back. Well, let's see why it's seeing so much on this side. Okay, anyway, let's continue building. You love the spring they have. You have a heavy spring, like. Okay, so let's take a look on the side profile. This is the really slick side profile I've ever seen, and also the front height is pretty low. I feel like you don't need I don't know, like the wrist rest. Yes, 80 80 gram. That's the heaviest. I mean, not the heaviest, because I know Minterly was doing sometimes like 100. That was crazy. Yeah, you don't need, like, you have aftermarket even 150 gram spring. Maybe like when you hate someone so much, you'll use that to type something. Yeah, they are not slow, they are just like regular 67, right? Unless you haven't tried 67 springs on linear, but they should be the standard one. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the bottom is pretty heavy. And we can see we have a stainless steel badge of forever ladder. And we have pretty much what we need to do is daughterboard. We need to install the daughterboard. How do we install the daughterboard? Do we need to take out the whole bottom? Wait. Looks like yes. Yeah, I thought you don't need to do that, but looks like you have to. So dangerous. Then you can basically take a look on the internal of the board. You have 67 on all linears, but this is special. Interesting. That's an interesting take. Like, even it's not your take, it's an interesting fact. So this time we are going to install the daughterboard, and by doing that we need to kind of like take out the screws from bottom. So we can take a look on the stainless steel bottom. Do you ever have a stainless steel bottom keyboard? I think this is interesting. So the last one I have is Vega, but this is definitely different. Okay, so you can see so the side were polished, the back is polished, but others just have machining like marks, and the logo also polished. But apparently I left my fingerprint, but yeah, I will clean up later. Maybe now. Okay, it's so reflective. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Okay, now what we are going to do is install our daughterboard. Using the include screws. So this is unified daughterboard. We're going to put here and find the screws inside. Yeah, me too. I feel like they should allow a little bit more visible. Like the logo, it's just one thing, but it's definitely a lot that you can. So I don't think I've got enough screws for the daughterboard. Is that the truth? Also need another screw head. Yeah, I need to check if I lose any screws from transporting. Unless this is not the screws to install. Oh, we only need 2 on the top, so the other 2 are not needed. But I still only have 1. Damn. Okay, let me check if I have the screw on the other places. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me see if I have some like compatible screws. So looking at the back itself, I don't think we have more. And just taking a look around. Yeah, we don't have any screws inside the daughterboard. Let me see if I have other strange screws that can be used here. I don't even think like I have any. Oh, where do I put any extra screws? But maybe 1 is enough because I just like securely installed that. And there's no movement. Okay. Yeah, let's just wait. How do I route the daughterboard in this case? Do I go this way? Yeah, it feels like it's really fragile. Definitely goes out from this side, and we can put it back and using the route to avoid the daughterboard being okay. Maybe need some tape here. Be right back. Let me grab 1 small tape. Okay, so let's just like tape this side so it didn't like popping out. Or maybe I need 1 more. just like tape this as well. Okay, this is so ugly. I probably shouldn't tape on the outside. Probably have to tape it inside. Yeah, I feel like this routing is a bit twisted. Feels weird. Okay, so after installing the daughterboard, yeah, let's try to make sure like the daughterboard connection is working before we put things together. Because the last time I put things together, it's not working, the 7V, remember? So better be safe. Let me see if I can type anything. Okay, so it's working. Cool. So now we need to just screw everything together. Yeah, so sad I don't have all the daughterboard screws, and I don't think I have any extra screws previously. But yeah, the bottom looks thick and it hides the daughterboard from the top. You won't see it. And the next thing we are going to do is apply the gasket. So we have the gasket that we apply on the case rather than the plate, so we don't have the problem reusing that. And I believe this is where I apply the gasket. So let's try it out. Like putting the plate here. Yes, that's right. That's the plate. I think it's really fun to build out this keyboard, especially like you will be able to unscrew everything and put things together rather than a pre-built keyboard that you don't really need to do anything and you can use it out of the box but you hate it. And in this way you basically do everything like you're assembling the whole piece and finally get to the point you like. So I really enjoy doing that. Okay, now the top. I need to check where does the plate sit. Okay, this is where the plate sits. So some gaskets are on the case, some gaskets are on the stainless steel inner frame. Do I say inner frame in this case? Because it looks like it's both the bottom weight and also the inner peeking out frame from the back. Yeah, definitely an interesting design. definitely feel like I left so many fingerprints on the board that the board has to stay with me forever. Otherwise, you can use the fingerprint on the board to unlock my MacBook. Yeah, I don't think I have an iPhone that uses fingerprint to unlock. Okay, so next is apply the gasket on the top case. This should be straightforward as well. Yeah, I like the gasket on this keyboard. Doesn't feel like you are stretching too much to be perfect. Like some board you have to be perfect to align this gasket, but this one, the only thing is it only has enough gasket to cover the whole board, not like you have extras. But the other part is it's hard to mess up on this keyboard. Okay, it's finally the time that I hate most. The sun coming out from the side. Just make all the color looks really different than in real life. Casting so much shadow. Yeah, so far do you have any question regarding this board? If you like either will get one or you consider getting one. Okay, so this part probably better to have a tweezer. Okay, so DB come back and say they only put one M2 screws in the back. So if I have M2 screws, I can just use that. If not, one screws is enough. So I basically secure that by using one screws. Yeah, anyway, you are not twisting your USB port by inserting your USB cable. So one is fine. And also when you're typing, it won't push any force onto that part. So not likely you are going to having problems. Okay, DB mentioned he definitely forget about getting enough screws. How's it going? Yeah, so we basically apply all the gaskets, solder the PCB, everything as well. And finally the step is just to put everything together. Then we can rock and roll. Okay, so connecting the daughterboard and putting down. Yeah, it feels really firm, but with the POM plate, it definitely have some gives. You got cutest puppy? Wow, shepherd puppies. Wow, those are nice. Okay, then after that, you clamp the top case. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what happened. Maybe it's the plate form. Swiss shepherd puppy, a cutest. I don't know what other like breed, but I know this is definitely cute. Okay. Wow. So a lot of squish. Yeah, it feels like you need to use screw to put things together for sure. So that's where the gasket comes. Gasket force. Okay, getting the top corner first. Yeah, a little bit harder if you never done like gasket mount before, like you don't know how much compression it can go, but gasket can go really compressed. But the question is like how the typing feeling is, because if it goes too much compressed, will that go too like, you know, stiff? Yeah, we will see from the typing experience. Iris. You passed? Pog. No, I didn't. Okay, so let me see if I close all the gap. Sometimes you don't know how much additional room you can give with the gasket mount, but better to secure than let it loose. Okay, so finally we got everything putting back together. Yeah, still pretty, I won't say pretty flex, but this is good. Okay, now the classic. First color match. Yeah, definitely feels a little bit lighter than this one. You build your first custom keyboard, 40%. Wow, nice. The SS badge. Like you want to see the flat like reflection. Yeah, I already left some fingerprint. You're done with that keyboard? Nice. Okay, yeah, I don't want to go the all blue, because if I go all blue, the blue will be pretty different than this blue. It will show much like a little bit even more. So better to stay with some classic regular. Yeah, we will see how we can use the other base kit. There's never like the concern of too many GMK sets, right? Full keystone register. Yeah, try to check if you can replace the switches. Maybe that will solve it. Have you tested before? Like, have you tested PCB beforehand to make sure it's actually working? Because sometimes the PCB come that, but if you don't test, you don't know. Jolie, do you know we are not getting all the screws? We are missing one screws. Phoebe forgot to put all the screws in. And I find the problem. I wonder why I'm the first one to find the problem. Maybe I'm just like, oh, this is so classic. Very bright blue. So if you really compare the blue, they're not the same shade of blue. I got both. I end up getting both. So this is the all blue version, and this is the classic base. Yeah, I think you will have one. M2 is going to work well. Miss Frosty, if I haven't used the all blue, I probably can lend to you for your Vega. Okay, anyway, I don't have other better sets, so probably just go with this one. Not sure how this will go well or not, but let's see how the blue clash together. And also, I hate the sun from the side. This is the worst. Yeah, let me see if my webcam is better. Yeah, I just hate the sun. You put the Columbia back on? Oh, you get Columbia. Is that the GMK? Godspeed. Yeah, I can already feel the sound is pretty nice. Okay, this is like kind of the old GMK kitting, so you have tons of good keys. The only thing is like why they are laying out as 7, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5, 2. It doesn't make sense. Mod. Split backspace is the way. You don't do split backspace on corner block 65%, you're wrong. You're missing one key. You need one more key to pay back. Yeah, I will downvote if your photo shows up with regular backspace. Yeah, just kidding. As long as your photo is nice, I will upvote. Okay, so we got what kicks here? Page up. Page down. Okay. Do I have the right column correctly? If this is page up. Okay, I need to check the profile of the keys. So this is not the right column. Page up, page down. Okay, so let's not go in this key. That's not the right key. So if we go page up and page down here, we can go function. Yeah, the only thing about this set is it has no accent key. feels a little bit kind of blank. And if I want to mix match with other keys, I don't really know what are the good accents to pair with as well. So I will just leave it like this. So what would you do for a first split backspace? Okay, I thought first full backspace. Yeah, like if you try to start with split backspace and the first time you feel like the backspace is not in the right position, it's fine. Adapt to it for some days. After that, you will feel much better because the distance of the backspace and the pinky is pretty small, so that makes you the travel of your backspace much shorter and nice feeling. I will bet this keyboard sounds good. I already had great expectation, but I feel like in person it just sounds really nice by typing on the steps keys, but let's see how the whole typing test works. Use spacebar. Yeah, this is classic, which means GMK use this as stock color. And yeah, even it has the clash with the navy. I feel like this is a good looking blue board as a theme. Okay, the only thing is how about getting some Rama keycaps? Or this? I know, doesn't really feel like it. Yeah, I think this is still pretty classic. Yeah, I'm probably not going for now because the typing test. Yeah, we will see if we want to go that. Okay, so this is the Forever 65, the navy color. You can see this is definitely not the same color as the classic blue. But the classic blue looks nice, for sure. Yeah, you can go maybe other color on the board, but this is the back side of the keyboard. Maybe you will go this way, this is what you will see from the back. And this is the side profile. You like the amount of SS exposed? Yeah, good sneak peek, and not easy to get fingerprint on that. I mean, you can still get some, but it's not like you can easily spot that. And the side profile, the steps looking is pretty nice. And good amount of weight. And the bottom looking with the logo of MD. And also enough screws, 6 screws is good if you want too much. I haven't weighed, so let me weight that keyboard. So fully built, 3 pounds, 14 ounce, 15 ounce, or it's 1780 gram. Okay, let me weigh the piggy for you as well. The other chunky boy. Okay. This is like 5 pounds, 11 ounce. Translate to almost 2600. This is so heavy. Yeah, I think Forever 65 is at a great weight that you don't really feel like it's really heavy, but it's definitely in a premium like feeling of that. Okay. Yeah, good. I have also like the blue theme Dex mat, but my cable is not good enough. So I will probably just go the regular black. Not like to make it look really good, but it's definitely working. Okay, sound test time. Yeah, it definitely works well, really well with the bear. Okay, nice. The sound goes down and the color looks much better now. Okay, monkey type. Cool. So this is the sound typing sound test for this Forever 65. The navy color built with Soho switches looped with Quartix 25G0 on the POM plate with platform, no case board. Spacebar sound muted. Yeah, let's check it out. So the mod sound. Yeah, spacebar are a little bit muted. Wonder if like Yeah, I think all the mods sound great. The spacebar still not sure if it's like a little bit warped. Let's check it out. See if it's warped. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit warped, but we will see if we can try to change to another spacebar to get maybe different, maybe same sound. Does this sound better? a bit the same. Yeah, maybe you can skip the form for this POM plate. I mean, I can try to rebuild this one. I have plenty time for my own build nowadays, so potentially build this without the plate form and try to see how that sounds. But yeah, maybe that should always be the case, like build without the plate form, and if you don't like it, add the plate form. But I don't know, like just take it out. And also in real life, it's not that muted. I'm not sure if it's my microphone setup. I actually like the alpha and the mods other than the spacebar. Well, maybe the best way is to compare to other boards. So we have, I won't say a fair comparison, but some kind of comparison. So you have idea. Yeah, very creamy, yes. I think I like the POM plate. The only thing is like I still don't know how much difference are they compared to the PC form. So both keyboards, okay, let's see. Both keyboard are gasket mount. This is PC plate, no form, and JWK. This is POM plate, has plate form, and JWK. So let's compare a little bit on the sound. Half POM plate, that's sick. And this one. Yeah, definitely this is louder, but I think the spacebar sounds a bit strange nowadays. Yeah, probably need to tune a little bit more. Half POM for bear. Yeah, I think LS is working on that, right? So probably I will also make some. Yeah, so the piggy sound like this. And the forever. So this is the proto of the PC unit. And I also have another one that I haven't recorded sound test. This is I built with U40 on the PC plate. Probably this is the first time people can hear on this one, U40 on PC. Yeah, the spacebar, like it was built by, yeah, I won't say the name, but I definitely need to tune the keyboard a little bit more. Okay, question, how do you like the front chamfer? Yes, that's a good question. So I think like when I try to type on that without the wrist rest, and I feel like the front definitely give me like no blocker. So basically my wrist didn't really hit any of the case. So if you just like typing normally without any wrist rest, I think it's really comfortable. And if I try to use a wrist rest, yeah, I think it's probably similar to the Meridian. Let's put the Meridian out and check it out. Yeah, I know you have the Meridian, right? So probably a good comparison. Also, it's also a navy color board. Thank you for the follow, DB. Yeah, so if you compare to the front height, they are pretty much the same as the Meridian. A little bit higher, but I like the chamfer to give you some like giving. And compared to the color, if you really look at closely, I think they are fairly similar. The only thing I feel like Forever is a little bit like purple-ish shade compared to the Meridian. But it's maybe like my eye. Yeah, so Drifting Bunnies is the designer for Forever 65. I like this board. I think the board sounds really nice and feels nice. Yeah, sounds really good. So how flexy? Yeah, so flexy is definitely not the advantage of the Meridian. So let's try, I know which board to compare. But yeah, let's see if you can see from the side. So I think it's not like very flex, but I think the flex on the whole board is pretty even. It's not like when you type on a row, it just like give too much flex. But also I use the full platform, so it doesn't mean like you have tons of flex when you type on the keyboard. If you're not using platform, maybe you will get a little bit more flex. But let's see if we can see from the top. I think overall, the gasket were pretty compressed, so you don't really have a lot of like flex when you type on that. But definitely like the gasket gave a great like isolation of the plate, so the sound feels really nice. And also when you type on that, it doesn't really feel any like stiffness. Yeah, I really like the mod sound. So the flex, if you want to see like, I think the piggy flex is a lot because of it using like leaf spring, and also I don't think it compress a lot. So if you take a look on the flex, you can see the whole. If I type the center, or maybe type the top. How do I see that? This one. Yeah, so you can see the whole like alpha areas were kind of like squishing because it has the leaf spring. So that's like depends on designer's choice and also what keyboard you are trying to get. Okay. Yes, the bear with PC plate. From gas, definitely like you are trying to hit the keyboard, then the keyboard giving back to you. I think the only thing is this spacebar, and I bet it's because of it's a little bit warped, so maybe I need to use the hot water. Or maybe let's try to flip, see how's that. Yeah, sometimes flip spacebar sounds nicer. Try Olivia spacebar. They are not the same color, so unfortunately, they are not the same color, but we can try. Yeah, I have so many white spacebar, but none of them are the same. Right? Flipped sounds nicer. So if you look really closer on the two spacebar, so you can see the Olivia ones were a little bit like creamy or beige, But if you really want to have a better spacebar and okay with the sound difference, yeah, maybe that's the way to go. But also I can use the full blue base. Okay, I hate warped spacebar. It just like make the life so harder. I don't want to open it now. Yeah, feels better. Actually, sometimes after you like flip the space, then you flip back, the spacebar sounds better. So beat the flip space again, and converting back, you may get a bonus. Yeah, I think this rattle, so maybe I need to add a little bit more loop. Yeah, you can really hear. Yeah, let me check. At least this is like V2, so there's no chance for like popping out the wire. So if we want to see if we can fix that, like add a little bit more loop. Yeah, actually when you have like the rattle on one side, do you actually go just that one side? Or is that the opposite side? Yeah, it's like not consistent. Spacebar is the hardest thing in the world. It's lifelong fighting with the spacebar rattle and custom keyboard building. Yeah, I wonder if like there's one solution to solve the spacebar rattle and that solution like goes really easy. Maybe the custom keyboard building world will end. Okay, I will just like keep doing that. Daughterboard? No, I don't think so, because daughterboard is on the back and it doesn't happen on other keys. And also daughterboard, I screw that very securely. And also it only happens on the right side. I mean, there's chance of the like warped if I change to another spacebar again. Okay, let me just grab another spacebar from. Gasket alignment. I think it's pretty, like you won't really see anything around the spacebar area. Yeah, if you just don't type it, you can hear the rattle. I feel like the first time I type on that, it didn't have that. Yes, rattling. Okay, I need to fix it. Not sure if it's now or later, but like whenever you have rattle, do you feel like it's a board thing or it's a like the build thing? Yeah, also the PCB color peeking through from the stabilizers, which looks pretty cool. Like everything kind of lighting up like a yellow color. Yes, I probably will also end the stream and spend some time extra to figure out the spacebar. I mean, anyway, this is not spacebar debugging stream. It's more like how we build this keyboard together and appreciate how nice this keyboard sounds and potentially build it again with another configuration. Yeah, really nice. We can build the keyboard the day I got. Just like really cannot wait to build a group buy keyboard, and this is definitely the fastest group buy I've ever received. So thank you, DV, and thank you everyone for watching it. Yeah, the best GB runner. Vouch for that and wait for the next keyboard. Cool. Bye everyone. See you on Friday. So Friday I will be building after. So it's the ZT boards after, basically a 65% with knob, and it's also gasket mount board. So yeah, if you want to check it out, just remember to follow, and we will be watching how the after will sound. Okay, bye.